I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 55. This is going to be a cool one. TED is an annual event that brings together more than 1,000 thought leaders, movers, and shakers for 4 days to talk about, well, their ideas. It's a private invitation-only affair, but this year, TED organizers decided to make video available so we could all benefit from the experience. One of the presentations from this year's event was given by Jeff Hahn, a research scientist for NYU's Media Research Lab. He invented an interface-free, touch-driven computer screen that is so cool we scrapped every other gadget and tech story because nothing could compete with it. The interface is completely intuitive and does away with the need for a mouse or a keyboard. It's right out of the movie Minority Report. It allows users or multiple users to interact with digital material in the same way you would interact with paper on a desk, only it goes way, way beyond that. You could zoom in, organize, sculpt. Here, let's have Jeff explain.
Now, this is a photographer's lightbox application. Again, I can use both of my hands to kind of interact and move photos around. But what's even cooler is that if I have 2 fingers, I can actually grab a photo and then stretch it out like that really easily. I can pan, zoom, and rotate it effortlessly. I can do that grossly with both of my hands, or if I can do it just with two fingers on each of my hands together. If I grab the canvas, I can kind of do the same thing. Stretch it out. I could do it simultaneously where I'm holding this down and gripping on another one, stretching this out like this. Again, the interface just disappears here. There's no manual. This is exactly what you kind of expect, especially if you haven't interacted with a computer before. Now, when you have initiatives like the $100 laptop, I kind of cringe at the idea that we're going to introduce a whole new generation of people to computing with kind of this standard mouse and Windows pointer interface. This is something that I think is really the way we should be interacting with machines from this point on. That's great. Now, of course, I can bring up a keyboard. And I can bring that around, put that there. This keyboard is probably actually really the wrong direction to go. You can imagine in the future, as we develop this kind of technology, a keyboard that kind of automatically drifts as your hand kind of moves away and kind of really intelligently anticipates which key you're trying to stroke with your hands. So, again, isn't this great?
If you've seen anything more amazing than that, send me a link to prove it. Jeff Hahn is a rock star. I didn't show you all the cool parts. There's more to see at TED.com. My promo code is GB1 at GoDaddy.com. It'll get you 10% off. I'm going to be at Pod Show Island in Second Life Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Second Life time. Stop by and hang out. Also, I'd appreciate it if you take a second to dig this episode of The Brief. There's a dig link and details about Second Life in the show notes. I'm Callie Lewis, your fearless leader. He invented an interface. He did not. Are we going?
Another Pod Show video podcast. Stick it on your screen.